What is going on, everybody? It's been about 6 months. We've had an entire global pandemic, but somehow the one thing that remains consistent is me and Noah are sitting here in a Discord call doing the CrossTalk podcast. Noah, how are you doing?
You know, I'm doing good considering all the shit that's going on. It's been not bad so far.
So the last time we podcasted, our last couple podcasts, in one of them, I think it was the one before the last time, I was begging the viewers for $50, $50, which I never got, to go visit Noah and do a bunch of stuff.
We're super disappointed in you guys, I just got to say.
Yeah, and little did you guys know, that was your one chance, because now I'll never get to see Noah, because that would require traveling. That would require going out of quarantine. It's no longer an option. So,
ever again? Is this shit going to be going on forever?
I mean, it feels like it.
Yeah.
And it honestly does. I don't see an end in sight. I obviously don't want this to be a Corona podcast, because for some reason, Corona is a political issue, which is, we could get ourselves, into some, into some rocky water. And that's not what this podcast is about. But I think we have to talk about what's been going on in our lives. And we can't talk about that without talking about Corona. So,
I mean, it's literally changed our entire lives.
Yeah, for sure. How has it changed your life the most, would you say?
Well, I've been in my room here. I haven't left very much because all my classes are online. So I pretty much just sit in this little box of a room, do my homework, and then play video games, and then go to sleep, and then wake up and do the same shit the next day. I can't keep track of what day's what because every day feels like the same day.
Yeah. I'll tell you, Corona made me realize how much of an introvert that I truly am, I think, because all of these people were losing their minds because they had to stay at home. And then there was that part of me that realized my life really hasn't changed that much.
Yeah, it doesn't feel that the only thing that feels different is the classes, but other than that, I'm like, it's pretty same.
I'm the kind of guy who I'm a very introverted person. I like to stay inside, but I also, every week or two, I'll get that little social, that social gathering. I'll go somewhere and, do something with some people. Every week or two, maybe once or twice a week. I'm not an everyday kind of doing something.
I can't do that. That tires me out, man.
Yeah, I get my energy from being by myself. But a lot of people, they do stuff every single day. They're constantly meeting up with people.
This is like a nightmare.
This is a nightmare. They don't play games like... I mean, this is a gamer's dream, almost, but, it did make me go a little bit insane after a while, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I do miss my my family and my girlfriend.
Yeah, so are you on a college campus right now?
I'm not on campus. I have an apartment that's, like, just barely off campus.
Yeah. And you're just living down there right now?
Yeah, I have a roommate and everything, but... Neither one of us really have classes in person. He's got one, and I don't have any.
I have
so I don't go to campus very often.
Yeah, I have 2 in-person classes, which sucks. I'm actually, the second this podcast ends, I'm gonna be headed out and going back to school, and I'm probably gonna be down there for a while this time.
How long of a drive do you have to get there?
About an hour and 15 minutes. It's actually not that bad.
Yeah, mine's like 3 hours from home.
God. Yeah, I come home basically every single weekend, but I have a big chemistry test on Monday, so I'm going to have to go hard.
So do you have a roommate in your dorm room, right?
I do. I have a roommate, and it just sucks because you just don't want to be around people during this time, but they force you. We have to do it. They don't offer all the classes online, so there's really only so much you can do if you want to stick with your major. And, having to wear a mask everywhere sucks. Like, I just want to wake up in a world where I can go somewhere and not wear a mask, But that being said, does that mean that you shouldn't wear a mask? No.
The answer is no. Put your dang mask on, you fucking idiot.
Yeah,
And quit bitching about it. It's not that bad. He's
everyone thinks it sucks. Like, you're not alone. Not one person enjoys wearing it.
I watched this guy. I was getting ready to go into Aldi for grocery shopping, and this guy was coming out, and he looked all fucking pissy. And he just, as soon as he steps outside on the asphalt, he rips that mask off, and he's like grumbling to himself. I'm like, dude, how big of a baby are you gonna fucking be?
It's insane, and it's been eye opening for sure, just to see how the world would respond in a situation like this, because this is the closest thing that I have ever seen and probably ever will see to an apocalypse, to what
Hopefully.
an apocalyptic world would look like. And especially at the beginning, it felt like that. And it's very, very interesting, man. We're gonna look back on this and take a lot from it, I think.
Oh yeah, I had something I was gonna say, and then I realized it would be pretty inflammatory politically, so then I just decided not to say it. But
I'll tell you what's not political. Gaming. Everyone loves gaming. We can have our gaming takes, but it's not gonna. Yeah, true. I mean, there's definitely been some, but I think the gaming political argument is just kind of been shut down in the last few years because it just doesn't make sense, and it's just old people who don't know what they're talking about. And
video games cause violence. Dude, they do that with every media. I'm not gonna get into it because it'll be bad. They do that with every new medium.
What does it say about us that I feel like we used to hop on here and we would it wasn't even hard at all for us to avoid the topic of politics, but now it's like we can't get a word out without it being political in some way.
That's because it's bad. It's bad right now. We're also in an election year too.
Yeah, it's an election year. It's just one of the most politically charged times in our lives, just with everything going on, and it's crazy. I'm sick of it. I don't care, but there is some good in the world right now, because even though Nintendo has been a little bit lackluster in 2020, I don't think it's been a good 2020 at all for them, even though they did release Animal Crossing earlier this year, which was pretty awesome.
That was this year? Dude, it feels like it's been so long ago.
Animal Crossing came out at the very beginning, dude. It came out during the Tiger King era of quarantine.
Dude, that's crazy. I like how there's different fucking eras of this shit.
Now we're in the everyone's over it era of quarantine.
Yeah.
But there was this huge rumor. We didn't get to talk about it. I didn't talk about it on the Game Base because I just wasn't making videos. Isn't that weird, by the way? I know I keep getting off topic, but we're just talking. And I think
it's just a podcast, man.
Whatever. You can agree in a way. Quarantine was the best time that we have ever had to not only make videos, but stream and really put out content, which is what you and me, we enjoy doing that. And you would think that with nothing to do, we would have been making more content than ever. But I think for both of us, we didn't make any during that time.
Well, I actually did make some stuff. I didn't upload it though. I recorded a whole Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated Let's Play.
And you didn't upload it.
I uploaded one episode.
Yeah, I remember the first episode.
I think I want to get into streaming more, so that's why I did. Actually, all of my videos on the Main Turtle right now are private.
All of them?
Yeah, I did. I did that the other day.
Wow, that's crazy. What made you do that?
I don't know. Probably some old shit from when I was younger that I said I thought would probably not age well, so I just got rid of it. I didn't delete it. I learned that lesson.
Trust me, I learned that the hard way. We've talked about this a lot. That's top 5 biggest regrets of my life, no question.
Yeah, I was thinking about your Ocarina of Time Let's Play the other day because I just started playing through it, and I was like, oh, I can't look it up because it's gone.
Yeah, and my Paper Mario Let's Play. Back in the day, if you guys don't know, if you're not an avid listener, which you probably aren't.
You should be.
Yeah, you should be. Go back and listen, and you'll hear this conversation probably a couple more times. I had an old channel back in the day, AWSLPs. Worst name ever. No one could pronounce it. And it was basically, it was my first YouTube channel. It was my first YouTube channel. It was my first real YouTube channel, I guess, that I made videos and content for, and it was just a Let's Play channel. It really was nothing special. It was just me behind a microphone doing live commentary with my easy capture card. I eventually upgraded to a Dazzle, which was pretty awesome for me.
Yeah.
Before I got my Hauppauge HD PVR, which that really got me excited. I remember the day I got that, I was pumped up. It was just freaking. But I eventually, I for some reason, and I'm still like this a little bit, even though everyone in my world knows about my YouTube channel now, I've always been the kind of person, I just like keeping it private, man. I don't like real people that I know like watching my videos, which is strange. How do you feel about that with your videos?
I don't care. Most of the people that I knew in high school knew about it. Yeah, I didn't care. I want the fame. I gotta have it, baby. No, I'm just kidding.
It's weird for me because, listen, I like my videos, and I've never, especially on the game base, you can talk about, these old videos on my old channels, but with the game base in particular, I've never released a video on that channel that I didn't think was good at the time. If I don't think it's good, trust me, there's plenty. I just don't upload them, or I just scrap it. And have I eventually, a month or two later, looked back on videos and thought, oh, that actually wasn't that good? Yeah, for sure. But at the time of uploading, I truly believe that every video is good. But I don't really know.
What about 365 days of Smash?
I mean, I thought it was a great idea at the time, and I think if I would have stuck with it, it would
have been good.
It would have been. I think it would have actually gotten a decent amount of traction, but
yeah,
it was just an overwhelming commitment. And I mean, obviously, no one even freaking knows about it because I hopped off early, which I think was the move. Mm-hmm. The earlier the better. That's what I said. And
once you're in too deep,
that's the one set of videos that like I deleted, like because like I just wanted, I just completely scrapped that idea. But anyway, I keep getting off topic. I'm a rusty podcaster right now.
I'm not helping.
Yeah. But with AWSOPs, my friends all found out about it. I was in the 6th grade. It was like a year after I met Noah. And everyone found out about it, and I just couldn't handle it, man. I just deleted everything because I just wanted people to stop watching it, and it sucked. And I'm still that way when like I'm at college because literally a person does not exist who knows me that does not know about my YouTube channel today. I'm as public about it as anyone possibly can be. I don't bring it up to people. I'm not like, hey, you should check out my YouTube channel about Nintendo games,
Give them business cards.
Yeah,
check it out, guys.
give them business cards. But if someone,
everybody take one.
if someone sees it, or if someone is talking about something, like if someone is talking to me about like the Nintendo Switch or something like that, I'll be like, yeah, I actually make some videos about that. Or people just find it on their own, and still to this day, people will be like, oh, let's bring up your YouTube channel. And I'll be like, guys, I just do not like watching my own videos with people. And I'm like, I just don't want to. And it's weird. I don't know why I'm like that. And I think that whatever that feeling still is was obviously the source of why I deleted all my videos in the past.
Yeah.
I don't know.
See, well, I have a problem if they pulled up my video and I had to watch it with them. I'd be like, "Fuck you, no."
That's just uncomfortable, man. Like I don't know because it's just like because when I'm doing a video, and I think that people have this misconception of me, and the people who don't really know me, people who know who I knew like in middle school, who like know me, but they've not talked to me in 5 years, who find my YouTube channel and watch it, they have this assumption that I'm just like this really goofy, loud guy who's constantly like, joking and, just a really goofy, loud dude, I guess, is the best way to describe it. And really, that's not who I am in person, Like, I think the podcast is a much more real version
representation.
of me.
Yeah.
Yeah. But when I'm making a video, these things are heavily edited. They're heavily streamlined, and for a lot of the times they're scripted. And I intentionally throw jokes in there to keep them interesting. And am I being fake when I do that? No.
Yeah.
I'm just putting on
Oh.
the most entertaining, the most entertaining version of myself. Because why wouldn't I?
Well, yeah, you're creating content.
Yeah. And I think that is a lot of people have an issue with that, with being like, because they'll see you put on like not a face, but they'll see you try almost and be like, you're just being fake. It's cringe. Like, but like if I'm making a video, why would I not want it to be the most entertaining video possible? Like if I'm talking about the 3D Mario collection, which we can't seem to get to, if I make a video like, hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Austin from the Game Base. Today they announced a new Mario 3D collection, instead of like, hey, what's up, guys? So today Nintendo announced a Mario 3D collection, and that's really cool. I thought it was super interesting. I'm really excited. One of those, in my opinion, is much better and more entertaining than the other.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I don't know. So it's like almost an inaccurate representation of who I am. And I've noticed like people I'll hear people like will have said stuff who don't know me, and I'm like, they could not be more wrong. And then I'll be like, clearly they're basing their opinion on me entirely on
the channel,
YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's your opinion of the Game Base, which you can say the Game Base is like that, which is good, but like, me as a person, that's
Game Base?
Not Game Base, no.
No.
No, the game. I mean, that's a different channel.
Is it?
I don't know.
I think it's the same.
No, it's not. If you type in youtube.com/gamebase, something else is coming up.
All right, we're typing this in right now.
I'm the Game Base.
Oh, you're right. What is this shit?
If you guys don't know, I have a massive pet peeve. If people call...
Dude, this is the internet. You shouldn't do it.
If people call my channel Game Base, it really bothers me because it's not what it's called. It's the Game Base. Like if someone's like, "Hey, when are you gonna make a new Game Base video?" I'm like, "What? The Game Base video?" And they're like,
"What?"
Yeah. It's just like, "Oh, never." Because of
now you guys have pissed me off. So you're never getting videos ever again. If you call me Game Base, I'm gonna have to hunt you down, and he will come for you.
Yeah, I think I've always the Game Base. I like the name. I think it's one of my better names.
Yeah, it's probably one of the best Game Base.
Yeah. Game Base is kind of cringe, but the Game Base is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
But I think we've got to get into a topic here. We have talked way too long about ourselves, and
but this is my favorite topic to talk about.
I know, but as a podcast with not a very big following, I think people are coming for the topics.
Well,
and,
we'll just talk about that sick new 3D Mario game then.
That's right. Nintendo
the collection
announced the heavily rumored Super Mario 3D All-Stars, which is a collection.
I thought it was bullshit. I didn't think it was going to happen.
I thought the rumor was real. I completely believed it just because of the amount of sources that were backing it up. And just, you can tell, and I think like with Game Explain in particular, you can kind of tell when they know that a rumor is true based on how heavily they report on it. And so I kind of gauge whether or not a rumor is true by just how they report on it. And with this one, they were basically like, this is true. This is probably true. So
yeah, I guess when the Paper Mario came out, I should have believed it, but wasn't that part of the leak?
It was, yeah. And but
can't remember the name of the Paper Mario.
The Origami King. It's at the Game Base. Yeah, it's at the Game Base situation. It's Paper Mario the Origami King, which is really weird because I always call it Origami King. I don't know why they put the in there, but
yeah, that's kind of how I feel about Game Base. But,
You think so? So you think Game Base is genuinely better? It has a genuine better ring to it.
Nah, I'm just like fucking with you.
Okay, I was gonna say Like I completely disagree.
You just really overemphasize
The game base, yeah.
the game, but you're like,
The game base throws off the tongue, but game base is just like, it feels like there needs to be more, the name of the channel was almost Austin's game base. It was almost
Ooh.
that. Yeah, it was in my notes, dude. When I came up with the name, it says Austin's game base. But in the moment of creating the username, I was like, I don't know if I like this. And then I was like, what about the game base? And I was like, I think that sounds better. I think
that was a better decision.
Yeah, I completely agree. I'm glad I made the decision I did, which is weird because normally I'll be like, God, I wish I went with the other one, but I don't. I'm completely 100% glad I went with the one that I did. I think I asked Ethan, my Two Guys Play co-host, and
he's just dropping. Look at it. He's always.
Gotta
he's
get.
always
I gotta
giving a
give.
commercial
I gotta
here.
give context to who I'm talking about because if I'm just like Ethan, they're gonna be like, who the f's Ethan? Just some random dude.
Wait, why isn't it the Two Guys Play?
Because that would sound terrible. The Two Guys Play.
The Two Guys Play. No, it kind of rolls off the tongue, man.
Two Guys Play is already a pretty lengthy name, but
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I asked Ethan, like, which one do you like better? And he was like, the game base. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll go with that one. Thus, the origin of the game base. You're the man-eating turtle.
I was waiting for it. I was just thinking about that. I'm like, when's he going to call me out for it?
Would you rather be man-eating turtle?
No, that's stupid.
Exactly. Why'd you add the to your name?
I could hear the silence that you had. I could feel it coming. Like the light bulb just went off.
Yeah, I was just
I was like, how long is it going to be before
he realizes that you have a the in your name?
Oh, dude, we are like so far sidetracked from Mario 3D All Stars.
That should be like the name somehow of just can't get to it. Can't get to it's the podcast where we continuously almost talk about Super Mario 3D All Stars, but we never do.
The people that are listening that were looking forward to it because it's in the title are ripping their hair out right now.
Yeah, and freaking
get to it. God, I hate these people.
All right, let's get to it. Mario 3D All Stars was disappointing. It really was. What we thought we were getting isn't what we got. We thought we were getting 4 completely remastered experiences. Is remastered the right word? Made from the ground up, HD. Just redone, remaster. I think that hopefully it's the right word. I cannot freaking get that down.
Yeah, because a remake is when they completely change everything.
My terminology is port or remaster. If it's a port, it's just straight the same game. If it's a remaster, the graphics and everything else are updated. That might not be correct, but just know that that's what I mean when I'm saying this.
Okay.
But we thought we were getting remasters or remakes of these games. All 4 3D Marios, 64, Sunshine, Galaxy, and Galaxy 2. But what we instead got was 3 ports of 64, Sunshine, and Galaxy. And
I don't get the leaving out Galaxy 2.
People are pretty upset by it.
Why would you? Do they not have enough space on the fucking cartridge? Because I don't think those games are that big, so they just did it because they didn't want to fucking do it.
Why though? If you already redid the Mario Galaxy controls for Super Mario Galaxy, which it was probably not easy to optimize that game to play with the Joy-Cons or in handheld mode, why not put that work and just do it for Galaxy 2? It's the same engine.
I know it literally like you just move it over and you're good. Fuck.
That makes no sense to me, but
I don't know.
I think the more disappointing part is if you ask me, would I rather have what we have now with Galaxy 2 or all remasters without Galaxy 2? I would have all remasters, no question. But the ports are really disappointing. I'm not gonna lie. Because I've played these games, It's not like...
Yeah. It's not like it's brand new.
Yeah, it's not like when I played the Wind Waker HD or Twilight Princess HD, where, these are in a certain way, new experiences. They look better. The soundtracks are redone,
And they fixed stuff like the broken Triforce mission.
and the bow. I stand by the Wind Waker HD is the best
Definitive edition. Yeah.
definitive edition remake that Nintendo has ever done. They corrected everything in that game, and they found a way to make the visual style, which was already beautiful, look even better while maintaining that same art style. And that game is gonna hold up forever. But in terms of 64 Sunshine Galaxy, with this port, I went from being extremely excited to now I'm kind of at a I can take it or leave it kind of place.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm taking it because I've already got it pre-ordered on Amazon.
Yeah, I'm taking it as well. You know what this reminds me of? On the GameCube, I don't know if you have it. I definitely did. The Zelda Collector's Edition.
Oh, I don't. Well, I've played it, but I don't own it.
Oh snap! FBI.
But we're not gonna. No, I didn't say how. I could have borrowed it from a friend, buddy.
Yeah,
look at you making
true.
assumptions.
But dude,
but you know me.
I had that as a kid, and that was my way. That's how I played The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, The Legend of Zelda: Majora's Mask, Zelda 1, and to a lesser extent Zelda 2 for the first time.
So, is that all that was on there?
Yeah,
there was a Wind Waker
Wind
demo
Waker
too, right?
demo, yeah, but at the time,
and Master Quest.
No, Master Quest wasn't on the version I had.
Oh, it wasn't.
No.
What am I thinking of?
They released a Ocarina of Time and Master Quest like exclusive disc with just that on it, but that wasn't.
That's what I was thinking of then.
That wasn't the collector's edition.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask are just straight ports from the N64.
Yeah, they didn't do anything to them.
And I'll tell you, I had a blast with those games when I was a kid. I mean, two of my favorite games of all time on one disc. And the one thing that really gets me about this All-Stars collection is that this collection is going to be, for a lot of kids, what the Zelda the Zelda Collector's Edition was for me, which is they're going to get to play 64 Sunshine and Galaxy for the first time, all on one disc, and experience it for the first time. And it's going to be, I mean, God tier to have all of those games. And it just made me think.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
It's really crazy how Mario Odyssey is now the fourth best 3D Mario on Switch.
Fourth? Okay. Whoa. All right, we're not gonna get into a debate about it.
Why not? That makes for good podcasting.
So you're telling me that Mario Galaxy is better than Mario Odyssey?
100%. Yeah, I mean, I think that Galaxy is the best one.
Ooh. Well, maybe I'll have to give it another go since I'm getting it. But Sunshine's my favorite.
Sunshine's my favorite. If you said, Austin, every 3D Mario has to be deleted from this universe and you can keep one, I would keep Sunshine 10 times out of 10. It holds the most special place in my heart, no question.
I'd put Mario 64 over Galaxy.
Really?
Yeah.
I think Mario 64 has not aged well. I think it's the best speedrunning game of all time. No question. This is not an opinion on Mario 64 as a speedrunning game, because it is, I think, bar none, not even close, the best speedrunning game of all time. But as just a simple game, I think it's aged pretty bad. Okay.
I think it's aged pretty bad too. I don't mean objectively. I think I just prefer it. I don't know what I think my thing with Mario Galaxy is probably the motion controls.
Well, actually, it just came out today that in the re-release, you can actually
Pro controller.
You can do the spin with Y now, which is crazy.
Yeah.
That's going to completely change everything.
And you can play it with the Pro controller too.
Yeah, which is obviously
which I'm hyped for. So maybe I'll like it more. We'll see.
My question is,
I'm looking forward to it.
How would the pointer controls work? Because the pointer is a massive part of Mario Galaxy's gameplay.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. I don't know.
It'd be interesting. That's the game I'm gonna try first, 100%.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to the most because of that.
Because
Maybe what if because the camera's controlled with like one of the
the D-pad.
oh, is it the D-pad?
Yeah.
Well, then maybe you can pick up star bits with like the right joystick.
True. That would be so weird, though. It would.
That would be weird, but it's possible, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know. That's one thing I really wish they would have went in and done and just fixed the camera on these games, but
Yeah, because especially Mario 64.
yeah, and Sunshine is bad for it as well. Sunshine has some nightmarish camera parts.
I can't remember any out of
When
in
you're behind the
particular, though.
windmill trying to get up,
Oh,
it's awful,
yeah.
dude.
Okay, yeah. Fuck
It's
that.
borderline unplayable.
Dude, that shit makes me want to just
Yeah.
break my TV.
I don't take that path ever. I take like the crazy path now, just to avoid that.
I remember doing some kind of cheat, but I don't remember what it
Yeah,
was now.
I cheese it. It's gonna be so. My favorite thing is about this whole collection is the fact that Mario Sunshine is in widescreen now, which is awesome.
Yes, I saw that and I was very excited.
And they didn't do it for Mario 64, which is weird.
I know. I don't get it.
Like, is it that hard?
I don't know.
I know a lot of you guys have probably seen, but Mario 64 got this like code leak, and it was ported like straight up to PC, like as good as it
It
possibly
didn't take
could.
them that long. So
No, it was
come
like a
on,
couple
Nintendo.
days later once the code leaked.
Yeah.
And it's widescreen, it's HD, it looks amazing. I just don't get why they didn't do that, but it is what it is. Mario Galaxy was obviously already widescreen, but what I'm most interested in for Galaxy is how do the new controls change the experience?
Yeah, and it's upscaled to HD too, so it'll look a little bit better.
Yeah, but I feel like it's going to be similar to how it looked on
But
like
it
the
already-
Wii U.
Yeah,
That
but it
upscaled it,
already
too.
looked pretty good. So
Oh yeah, Galaxy is one of the best looking games out there.
that's what Nintendo's good at is they pick art styles that look good even at lower resolutions. So
Yeah, I think Wind Waker is the best example of that.
example,
It's
yeah.
the art style that aged the best. It was so controversial at the time, but I mean, I think
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, look at Breath of the Wild. I feel like Breath of the Wild took major inspiration from Wind Waker.
Oh, definitely.
I mean,
yeah.
the last realistic looking Zelda they made was Twilight Princess.
Twilight Princess. I hate that fucking game.
Really, see, I'm so much higher on Twilight Princess than so many people.
That's my least favorite one.
I think that it just has a special place in my heart. I made a video. I don't even know if that video is still up.
Of
About
course, I also played it on the fucking Wii. So,
I did too.
Motion control.
I did too. I 100%ed it for the first time when it came out on the Wii U.
Oh, really?
Yeah, very fun.
Maybe I need to. I should get that and give it a go.
Why don't they put those games on the freaking Switch? You put every
I don't know. Just take
other-
all the Wii U
Yeah.
game and just port them. Every single one of them.
Ooh, I just had a light bulb moment. Next year
Yeah?
is Zelda's 35th anniversary.
Oh,
So that
dude,
it's
I would-
it's gotta happen next year.
I'm gonna nut if they put them all.
No
on.
question, it's happening. I wonder, now this would be crazy. What if they released a collection with Twilight Princess HD, Wind Waker HD, and then they did Skyward Sword up again?
Well, there was rumors of a standalone Skyward Sword.
Yeah,
The-
I feel like
I
you
don't know
can't
the validity
do
of
a
it.
standalone Skyward Sword.
No.
I-
Well, I'd buy it because I've never played it. So,
I don't think you've never played Skyward Sword. Wow.
I don't have a Wii Motion Plus.
Here's the thing, and again, I'm higher on Skyward Sword than a lot of people
Most
are.
people.
People think, oh, the controls are trash. Blah, blah. I don't think they're that bad. The controls have zero impact on my dislike for the game. I don't even dislike it. There's more backtracking and more just repetitive fetch quests than any Zelda game out there. I think Skyward Sword is about 10 to 15 hours longer than it should be. It gets really boring towards the end, and they make you just do stupid crap that is unnecessary, that's clearly there just to pad out the game.
I gotta love that kind of stuff.
My thing about Skyward Sword is I do not want to play that crap with a Joy-Con. That would be a nightmare.
Yeah.
I
What's the difference between that and the Wii?
The Wii remote, the Wii Remote, I think it's one of the best controllers ever. It fits
Oh,
perfectly into your hand, man. It
man,
like
I hate the
it
fucking
when
Wii.
you hold a Wii Remote, your hand, it's like a glove, dude. It fits perfect. Your index finger goes right where the B button's supposed to be. Your thumb is sitting directly on the A button. It's so big. It fills out your entire hand. But with the Joy-Con, dude, that crap is not natural at all. You hold it and it sits in the palm of your hand. And you've got to like
That's true.
adjust your hand to put it on the buttons, and then controlling like the right stick with like the bottom of your thumb. It's just uncomfortable. I don't like the Joy-Cons at all.
I wish we could get a, I almost said Breath of the Wild, Skyward Sword without the motion controls. I'd love that.
That's just impossible, dude.
I know, because it's the whole
It's
core
the
of the fucking
whole
game.
game. It's not.
I probably wouldn't like it.
It's
then.
not like Galaxy where like there's the pointer controls like to get star bits. That's like a minor part of the game, but like Skyward Sword, it's the whole game. And the thing is, I don't think it's that bad with the Wii Remote, but with the Joy-Cons, I think it would be awful. I think it would be awful, and I don't even want to. I don't want to do it. Maybe
Yeah, I could
as
do
part of a collection, but I'm not buying that crap standalone. No way.
Yeah, they should. Do you think they'll only put 3 on the collection, or
They have Ocarina of Time 3D and Majora's Mask 3D just sitting there on the 3DS.
yeah? I want Ocarina of Time HD. I hate this shit where they're remaking it on the 3DS, especially Luigi's Mansion. Don't get me started on that shit, 'cause that's like a downgrade from the GameCube. I don't know why they did
that
that.
announcement birthed the game base.
Yeah, because it's bullshit.
Yeah.
Fuck Nintendo. I love you, but fuck
You know me, dude. I hated the 3DS. I thought it was awful. I made a video on it, and people, I got a lot of hate for it, but I completely stand by that video. Every game that was put on the 3DS was worse because it was on the 3DS. Would have been better off on Wii U. I hated it, dude. Every 3DS game was so freaking ugly. It like DS games, dude. Pokemon Black and White, one of the most beautiful games I've ever seen. That pixel art is on another level. And if
Yeah.
you look at Mario and Luigi, Bowser's Inside Story on the
game
DS
looks beautiful
compared to
too,
the 3DS remake, the DS one looks a billion times better. No question. Because it's just beautiful pixel art. And the way they do it on the 3DS is just disgusting. And it's one of the things that have shocked me the most about being a Nintendo fan, which is we have never in our Nintendo existence gotten a Ocarina of Time HD or a Mario 64 HD.
I know, and those are like the biggest games of their history.
Those are
I
the
would
two
say.
biggest Nintendo games of all time, and they've never been remade in HD. They both got remade on the garbage DS. Like, come on. It's so frustrating. And we almost had Mario 64, but they effed it up.
I know. And my thing's not even really the graphics. I don't care that much. My biggest thing is I want the controls to be fixed. I've been playing Ocarina of Time on the Wii U. I got it on the eShop. And some of the shit with the aiming controls, like the mini game where you have to shoot the rupees, is garbage.
Yeah, that's one thing I will say about the 3DS remake is the gyro controls are amazing,
beautiful.
dude. They are like
Yes.
pinpoint accurate. I love that.
Yes.
And I will say, I think Ocarina of Time 3D is the best version of Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
But
No doubt.
it could have been so much better on the Wii
Could have been on
U
a
or the
console.
Switch.
Yeah.
So disappointing, but we'll get it one day.
Absolutely.
In our lifetime, we'll see a Ocarina of Time HD.
We'll see. I hope.
Maybe for...
And I mean, if they're doing it, I mean, they might as well throw on Majora's Mask while they're at it.
If we get Ocarina of Time HD, we're getting Majora's Mask HD. No question. No way they don't use that engine to just put out Majora's Mask. They'd be stupid not to.
Well, they're not very bright.
I mean, they did it.
We've
They
seen.
did it with Ocarina of Time 3D. So I'm confident
Yeah.
that they would do it with Majora, and I think Majora's Mask is the better of the two games, actually.
See, now I've never been able to get into it.
Really?
But I played it when I was a kid, so I haven't tried it recently. I want to give it another go.
I have such a fond memory of playing 100%ing Majora's Mask for the first time. I was
100%.
I was
Jesus
like
Christ.
13, 14. I had pneumonia. I got put in the hospital for it. It was like a
Damn.
terrible. It was my second case of pneumonia in like 6 months, within like 6 months of each other, which is a really bad thing to happen. And
That's Corona.
yeah,
No.
and my pneumonia spread from one lung to another. So I had pneumonia in
Oof.
both lungs, and that's when you hit panic mode. And they put me in the hospital
Yeah.
for a full week. And
Damn, man.
I remember after my hospital visit, I still had to stay home for a long time after that. And
Yeah.
I just sat in my room all day and just played Majora's Mask until I 100%ed it.
Nice. And you played on the GameCube, right?
Yep, on the GameCube.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
my version of Majora's Mask that I played. And for me, today, if I wanted to 100% Majora's Mask, I could, bang it out in a week. But when I was a kid, it was way harder to find everything. And the walkthroughs weren't what they are today.
Oh, yeah.
It was a fun experience. When I finished it, I was just like, this is the best Zelda game for sure. But I think now my Zeldas are tied between Breath of the Wild, Wind Waker, and Majora's Mask.
I can go for that without Majora's Mask because I haven't played that much of it. But Wind Waker and Breath of the Wild are my two
If I
favorites.
had to rank them, I think I would put Wind Waker above Breath of the Wild, because Wind Waker is just, I don't think any other game holds that place that Wind Waker does for me. It is just it.
Yeah.
But
Man, Breath of the Wild, though.
it's, and I mean, it was shockingly great.
Yeah.
And I think that's a good segue into an announcement that Nintendo announced yesterday, which is a new Hyrule Warriors game. And if you would have said that to me, I would have said, who cares? I bought the first Hyrule Warriors on Wii U. I wish I would have waited and bought it on freaking Switch, because they put everything on that version. But
Yeah.
it is what it is. I'm not rebuying it. I don't do that. If I have it on Wii U, I'm not buying it on Switch. Same goes with 3D World, unless it's just a god tier. That Bowser's Fury mode is just insane, which I don't think it will be.
Yeah. What is that exactly? I don't understand. I didn't understand it when I was watching the trailer. Maybe I missed something.
They just showed a little tease. No one really knows what it is.
Okay. Is it just like, I wonder if it's just going to be a different mode in the game, or if it's like a separate
I bet it'll be like a
standalone.
little separate campaign.
Okay,
Which, depending
okay.
on how good it is, might have to snatch it up, but we'll see. But anyway,
Yeah, Mario 3D World was pretty good, but I don't know if it's worth buying again.
yeah, I wasn't crazy about it. I thought it was okay, but it was back in the time where I was like, I want 3D Mario to go back to what it was.
And then Nintendo's like, "Hey, bitch!"
Yeah, and
guess what?
luckily
And then
it did. So I look back at Mario 3D World a bit more fondly now that I got what I wanted.
Yeah, they were just quietly working on it.
But not only is this a Hyrule Warriors game, this is a prequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and we get to see the war that started it all. How all of the champions died, how Link dies prior to Breath of the Wild, how Zelda gets into the seal with Calamity Ganon. We get to see all of that, and the Zelda team is completely behind the story, which is
Nice.
insane. This is an instant buy for me. I don't know about you.
I might give it a go. I won't buy it when it first comes out because I don't know if I'll pay full price for it.
A Breath of the Wild prequel is exactly what I wanted, man. That's what I was hoping Breath of the Wild 2 was. But
Yeah.
when you think about it, this is better. This is what it should be, because this is supposed to be a great war. What better way to show this event in Zelda's lore and Zelda's history
With that kind of game.
than a Dynasty Warriors style of game? It's going to be super, super cool.
Is it a full $60 game?
Probably. It's Nintendo.
Yeah, I know. Hyrule Warriors. What is it called? Before the right?
Age of Calamity.
Age of Calamity. All right, let's see. Let's see this bad boy. And it's not even listed on Amazon yet, so.
It's definitely $60. Actually, I know it's $60 because I went on the eShop yesterday to see how much the original Hyrule Warriors was, and it was $60.
Well, why the original one on Switch is selling for $79.85 on Amazon?
You must be looking at like freaking a different region's money because it's $60 on the eShop.
What the fuck?
But anyway, it's $60, which is what's
it's region free, Australia,
which is what's important. But
yeah,
here's the thing about these Warriors style games. I thought Hyrule Warriors was super cool. It was such a good crossover, but like the story, and the same goes for Fire Emblem Warriors. The story was nothing. It might as well not have existed.
Yeah.
It was an excuse just to bring these characters all together. It was super cool.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you that the cutscenes in Hyrule Warriors were awesome. I really liked that. But I don't think the gameplay, for me, and I know people who have thousands of hours in that game, but I don't think the gameplay for me was enough to keep me playing without an engaging story.
Yeah.
But the thing about this game is, this is a story that I'm very interested in. It's the story that I've been asking for, that I want since Breath of the Wild. And I'll tell you, Breath of the Wild, the best parts of its stories are the flashbacks. The flashbacks are by far the best part of that game's story. And it makes you wish, like, I wish I could play that and not be in this, run down, destroyed version of Hyrule.
Yeah.
We get that now. Do I wish that it was a actual prequel? Kind of, but I think if they do it right and we're getting a sequel anyway, this could be perfect.
This is going to be good.
I'm buying it, man. I'm super excited for this. To get to play as the champions and all, and it's going to be one of the most tragic Zelda games of all time. This is going to be sad, dude. I mean, we know the story. Every champion dies. All four of them, Urbosa, Rivali, Mipha, and the Goron. I can't think of his name. Daruk.
Is it?
It is Daruk. Yeah, I think it's Daruk.
Okay.
All of them die. They die prior to Breath of the Wild. I'm assuming we're gonna get to see this in Age of Calamity, which is cool. And Link dies, and then
you're starting to sell me on this now.
Yeah, and Link goes into this 100-year sleep after he dies because Zelda brings him to the Deku Tree. We see that in Breath of the Wild. We're gonna get to live that. We're gonna get to see it, and then I assume the game will end with Link in the God, what's it called? The place where you begin Breath of the Wild.
I don't remember what it's
God
called.
dang it! It's in the Great Plateau. It's where you wake up.
Yeah.
Awakening, something like that. God dang it!
It's been too long.
I have to know. Let's see if I can't find it. Breath of...
Dude, I am so hyped for when they release the second one.
Oh my god, it's my most hyped game. No question. The Great Plateau. The opening area gets you exploring moments and features the game's first main case, the Sheikah Slate. Come on, no, not freaking.
And we're getting a Switch Pro,
Are
too.
we? I mean, not officially.
I thought it was official.
It's not official.
It's not. Well, it's probably going to happen.
I think it definitely will happen because why wouldn't they? The Switch is
Yeah.
I think Nintendo is sticking with the Switch for sure.
Well, yeah, it's genius. I mean, it's one of their most successful consoles in recent years. I mean, the Wii was pretty good, but like...
It's freaking printing money, too.
Yeah, and they're fucking sold out right now, so their values are really
My
high.
brother tried to get a Switch for forever, dude, and he could not get one. And he works at Walmart. So he knew when they got a new supply in, and They were flying off the shelves, man.
Did he ever get one?
He did. Yeah, he has one now.
Yeah, Maddie just bought one.
What game did she buy it for?
Animal Crossing.
That's what he bought it for. Animal.
Yeah, because she's been playing mine for
Yeah.
the whole summer, and she's like, I gotta have
Dude,
one.
I found it. Shrine of Resurrection is where you begin the game in Breath of the Wild. I had to freaking look that up for like the last 5 minutes. But anyway, that game is going to end with Link being put into the Shrine of Resurrection and Zelda entering her seal to seal off Calamity Ganon. It's going to be intense. It's going to be crazy. And this happens after all the champions die. Yeah. This is like the Avengers Infinity War of Zelda. It's going to be awesome.
That means Breath of the Wild 2 is going to be like...
Well, Breath of the Wild 1 was in-game.
Well, then what are we in now?
No.
When Breath of the Wild 2
comes out. We might be getting a little bit of a spoiler for the next Avengers movie here.
Yeah, so is Thanos going to come back? I mean, Ganon's coming back.
Yeah, but it's not Calamity Ganon. It's
No,
it looks like Ganondorf.
It's going to probably be Ganondorf, right?
Does that reveal seems like a figment of my imagination? Like that happened, right? It was like 2 years ago, it feels like. It was at least a year ago.
Wasn't it? Yeah, it was a year ago because that's when it was the same year that Banjo got added to Smash.
It was so long ago, and we've not heard anything on it.
Well, COVID, baby, really fucking it up.
I also think the fact that next year is Zelda's 35th anniversary, it was just like too golden an opportunity to be like, why not wait a year and release it on the anniversary?
Yeah.
It's crazy to think about. But next year...
Because they're going to be like, they're going to drop that collection, and they're going to drop the
Breath of the Wild 2. I wonder if they'll do a collection, because I don't know if they want it to compete with Breath of the Wild 2.
Well, I think that if they do, because it's next year, right? If they do it at like the beginning of the year, and then Breath of the Wild 2 comes out at like holiday season,
wouldn't be too bad.
It wouldn't compete.
I'll tell you the collection that everyone wants. Metroid Prime Trilogy. The heck is that?
Yeah.
I bought it on Wii U for $20, and it's amazing. I'm not playing Metroid Prime 3 intentionally, because when Metroid Prime 4 got announced, I said, okay, I'm going to replay all the Metroid Prime games and play them for the first time, really. And I beat Metroid Prime 1 100%. I beat Metroid Prime 2 100%. Then I realized, Metroid Prime 4 is not coming out for like 5 years. Then I was like, maybe I should slow down a little bit. So I'm waiting on Metroid Prime 3 for at least Metroid Prime 4 to get a release date. Then then I might hop into that. But
Nintendo's like, you guys want that?
That's another thing that feels like a figment of my imagination. That and Bayonetta 3. They just disappeared.
Oh, that hasn't been released yet, has it?
They showed a logo. I know Bayonetta 3 was over 2 years ago, and they never showed anything ever again. It was really weird.
I want to play the other two.
I've tried it, and I just don't like them. They're just not my thing.
I have the first one, but it's on Xbox.
Yeah, it was free on Xbox.
360.
I think I had it on Xbox before I got rid of it.
That's weird that it's a Nintendo exclusive.
Yeah, it is. I just don't like the Bayonetta games. It's just not for me. That beat 'em up style of game is not my thing, sadly.
Yeah.
But I'm glad other people like it, and I wish Bayonetta 3 would freaking come out, even though I'm not going to buy it. That's another game on Switch.
Yeah, for the other people.
Yeah. I'm sure that'll sell some consoles.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Because the people that like Bayonetta really like Bayonetta.
Oh, yeah. Some would say a little too much.
Yeah, probably.
But, do you guys. It's a judge-free zone. If you want to buy a Bayonetta body pillow, go ahead.
It is a judge-free zone unless you're not wearing a mask.
Yeah, you gotta put a mask on the Bayonetta body pillow. But I think that's a great note to end on.
Yeah.
You got anything else you want to say? Anything else you want to get off your chest?
I don't know. Make sure your Bayonetta body pillow wears a mask and you wear a mask too. Because if you don't, I will fine you. And I will make you wear your fucking mask. I don't care if you bitch about it. You can bitch about it all you want to, but you're wearing it.
Okay.
And that's all I have to say. That's my PSA for the day.
Bye.